Alright, back again. So I made those two brackets up. Oh, sorry. A-pillar bottoms, so the post. I haven't done the inside section yet because there's a bit too much going on and I don't want to ruin the bottom of this front nose skin. So at the moment I'm just trying to get what I can together to strengthen it before I start ripping the skin off and repairing a lot of this other stuff. So I want to get these posts mounted here, even if just rudimentary, sort of you know, just sort of clamped on there, rather than pull this all apart and have no reference. So I made these. I took measurements from where the hinge goes down there. You see that? That's the hinge for the door. Now I've only got one on the post, so the one up the top doesn't have it. So what I've done is, you can see that if you follow this line, it's actually been joggled in. So I've taken the steps to cut it out here. So first off, obviously I've just got this welded in there, kept this line and you know, went through all of the steps that you do, and it's a little bit short there, but that's not really going to matter because this flange will cover it. Anyway, getting away from what I'm supposed to be doing. So this is going to be where the hinge goes. I've taken all the measurements I need to. So basically that's going to go back there just like that side, and then rather than try and bash it in with a hammer, I started doing that and just realised it's just stupid. So I cut it out and I've made these face plates. So let me just try and get it in there. It's a bit of a tight fit right now, but it does go in, and there's a bit of trimming to go. So basically it goes in something like that anyway. And then what will happen is this will get welded on, so a lot of this will get trimmed away and then welded all the way around, and then at the back underneath I'll have a plate like you know, not a 1/4 inch, but probably, I don't know, 5 mils thick, with the nuts welded on for the 4 bolts, and then that'll just float behind, and I'll probably hollow these out slightly bigger closer to the time when I get the hinges on. So at the moment I've just taken some, you know, impromptu measurements. I've got roughly where they go, so I'm going to get this in place. I've got the correct distance down and then welded it in. And that gives me some good reference now. I'm starting to get something that looks sort of like what I'm supposed to be getting at. And also, mind you, that I've only really got this little bit here to work with, and I don't have I don't have drawings or anything to work with, so it's a long, slow process, but I'm getting there. I mean, this is like one morning here, so it's like anything, like you sort of start digging in and it takes you a long time, but once you find your mojo and you get into it, you can actually work a little faster. So I've got both of these cut out now, both of these plates made, and they're both pretty much ready to be welded in. So the second one really doesn't take much time at all after you get the first one done. So I've got the second one over here ready to weld in. As you can see, it's this one's been trimmed already, so it's good to go in, and then weld up. So I'm working with this one off the frame because I want to make sure this is correct. and I do not want to cut this off down there anytime soon. So the idea is to build this one up till it's, you know, spectacular, or basically as it should be. Hammer dolly work, because all of this facing here is out. It's not correct. I can see there's a fair bit of movement that has to come in, and I ended up cutting off some of this anyway, just in here, just to make it fit. I was going to go higher up, but I've just decided to get this bit. And also I can't get in behind here, and can't get in behind this because it's got the closing in plate behind it, and it's full of rust. So the idea is just to get it on there. I cleaned the lip of it with a little wheel just to get this on. Then I'll have something sturdy, and I figured that once I get them both on there, I can actually bolt this up to the frame then, or clamp it onto the frame and then pull the front of it all off, and actually build the front plate in one go all the way up. And I can actually go all the way up to basically here, or to just under where this hinge goes. I'll probably do that. I'll probably go from wherever it goes to all the way up in one go, once it's up on the actual vehicle. So the important thing for me now is to get these, and at least this welded in without the plate. But I will be working on getting the plate done, and then starting on this side. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Just sort of show you. Pretty impressed with that anyway. I didn't think I'd be able to work with this at all. I thought it'd just be totally gone, but you know, it seems to be okay. We will see though. I mean, if it's no good on the inside, I mean, I was able to weld to it, so that tells me that there's at least some sort of thickness of steel there. I mean, I could probably run a small section of box section on the inside right up to here anyway, and weld it into this just to strengthen it up if I wanted to keep this back plate, because I want to keep this paint, like this is the point, to keep this sort of patina. And I understand this isn't right, but you know, if it's not there, you've got to do something. So, you know, I'm doing it right, but I'm not buying the parts. That's the point. I'm not buying the parts, and I'm learning as I go how to do this particular vehicle. Yeah, so anyway, I'll bring you back.